This is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Good morning, everyone. Glad to have you with us on this Thursday. I'm Jacqueline Matter.
And I'm Ray Collins. August the 3rd, and John says some drier air is in the picture. Good morning, John.
Good morning. Yeah, it's starting to move in. I think tomorrow will be an even drier day than today, but today I think certainly we'll start to see our rain chances begin to decrease just a little bit. It'll be less rain around than we saw yesterday, that's for sure. Taking a look at the radar imagery, you can see a couple of thunderstorms up to the north of us around mostly around Cape San Blas, Big Bend region, seeing a few showers there. Also more massive amounts of rainfall from about the Louisiana Delta region through areas just to the west of Tallahassee. But some of those showers could work their way into our area, though we will have a little bit more sunshine during the morning hours. The afternoon will be partly cloudy, and we will have a slight chance at a shower or two along the coast. Better rain chances the further inland you go. We'll put it at about a 20% chance of showers for later in the afternoon. Complete forecast coming up in a few.
All right, thank you, John. Checking Suncoast traffic now. First off, in Manatee County, no major delays to speak of right now, just a few slowdowns here and there. State Road 70, for example. Farther south now into Sarasota County, we'll see right away a slowdown there on 41 as you head north from Bee Ridge past Siesta Drive and Weber and Bay of Vista. Also a strange delay there on Siesta Key at this hour of the day, very unlikely. South County all clear at 6:02.
Topping our news this half hour, the president is throwing his support behind a Senate bill known as the RAISE Act, aimed at cutting legal immigration.
Yeah, the bill would cut the number of legal immigrants in half over the next 10 years. ABC's Maggie Rulli has the latest.
Following up on a campaign promise, President Trump makes a surprise push to overhaul the nation's immigration system.
This legislation demonstrates our compassion for struggling American families.
The president's endorsing a Senate bill that will slash legal immigration in half by pushing skilled workers and English speakers to the front of the line, while limiting admissions based on family connections.
Will reduce poverty, increase wages, and save taxpayers billions and billions of dollars.
The White House is promising and now having to defend these big changes.
The Statue of Liberty says, give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to breathe free. Doesn't say anything about speaking English or being able to be a computer programmer.
I don't want to get off into a whole thing about history here, but the Statue of Liberty is a symbol of liberty enlightening the world. It's a symbol of American liberty lighting the world. The poem that you're referring to that was added later is not actually part of the original Statue of Liberty.
The bill's already facing pushback in Congress. Democrats, like California Senator Kamala Harris, are calling it an attack on our values. And even some Republicans worry about how the bill will impact the agriculture, tourism, and service industries in their states, businesses that often rely on unskilled workers.
So this idea of skewing the entire green card pool to one area of the economy, I think is very misplaced.
Still in question, what's going to happen to undocumented immigrants brought here as children, known as dreamers? Back in January, the president said to expect an announcement soon. Now, 27 weeks later, still no answer. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, Washington.
Christopher Wray is now the FBI director. He was sworn in yesterday by Attorney General Jeff Sessions. Sessions said he's confident the FBI is in great hands. President Trump chose Wray to replace former director James Comey, who was fired earlier this year.
And speaking of James Comey, he now has a book deal. The former FBI director penning a deal with Flatiron Books. He'll write about everything from allegations of ties between Russia and Donald Trump's presidential campaign to the Bureau's investigation into Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server. The book is currently untitled and scheduled to be released next spring.
Sources say the new White House Chief of Staff John Kelly told Attorney General Sessions his job is safe. Speculation that Sessions could be on his way out has been swirling since last month. That's when President Trump slammed the Attorney General for recusing himself from all campaign-related investigations. Trump also chided Sessions on Twitter for taking a weak position on prosecuting Hillary Clinton over her use of a private email server.
And just a week after being fired as the White House Communications Director, Anthony Scaramucci says he will speak to the American public in an online event on Friday. After less than 11 days on the job, he says he'll use the online event to communicate with President Trump's base. He says after the briefing, he expects to avoid the spotlight until September. That's when he'll announce his next move.
It is 6:05 now. It's a sad story here. 2 people are dead, 9 others injured after a natural gas explosion caused a school to collapse in Minneapolis. Contractors were working on the building when it happened. Administrators and several students were inside the academy when a massive explosion ripped through, gutting the middle of the school. Officials are blaming the blast on construction crews that ruptured a gas line.
There was a huge explosion. Smoke went up, knocked most of us kind of back, and it knocked me off my feet and kind of fell back.
The explosion killed this receptionist and also a janitor. Of the 9 injured, 4 are still in the hospital.
A teenager takes a daring plunge from an airplane earlier this week. Witnesses on board the Copa Airlines flight in California say the 17-year-old boy opened the emergency exit door while the plane was still on the ground. He then jumped onto one of the plane's wings and slid down to the tarmac.
People next to him, they seemed pretty surprised when he jumped. So I don't think he was giving too many warning signs that he was going to do that.
The teen is a U.S. citizen and was traveling alone. It's still unclear why he decided to jump.
Other aviation news here in Southwest Florida. Caught on camera, an airport worker in Fort Myers struck by lightning. Watch this. The video shows at least 3 workers backing a plane up for takeoff. That's when a bolt struck the plane's tail and traveled through the cabin and into the worker's body, causing him to collapse. You'll see a flash there. Austin Dunn suffered 3rd-degree burns. He is expected, though, to make a full recovery.
Starting this month, the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles will begin issuing a new, more secure driver license and ID card. Drivers in Manatee County will be among the first to get these new cards. They'll help law enforcement recognize fake IDs and make it harder for criminals to duplicate. The design incorporates nearly double the fraud protection compared to the previous design and includes ultraviolet ink. The new cards have an element in the lower right-hand corner that stands out under UV light. That transition will still take the Manatee County tax collector some time to get prepared.
We're actually a pilot, one of the 8 counties that will be bringing in the new licenses. I believe they meet all the new standards for the latest, greatest security.
The Sarasota County tax collector will also receive new equipment to issue those cards from the state, but that won't be till the end of October. The new licenses will become available statewide by the beginning of next year.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers will induct 2 more names into its Ring of Honor, the late owner Malcolm Glazer and former coach John Gruden. Glazer bought the team in 1995 and served as president until he passed away in 2014. He'll be inducted October 5th when the team takes on the Patriots on Thursday Night Football. Gruden coached the team from 2002 to 2008, which included a Super Bowl win. He'll be inducted December 18th during the team's game Monday night against the Atlanta Falcons.
I hope they remember me as providing competition, playing the best players, and doing what was right for the team at all times.
Glazer and Gruden will become the 10th and 11th members in the Ring of Honor. We're learning more about the upcoming 2017 World Rowing Championships at Nathan Benderson Park. The event will showcase the best rowers in the world, but also recognize some of the greatest rowers of the past. After competition September 30th, the championships will host the Cruise of Distinction event. 19 U.S. gold medal winning crews spanning 7 decades will be honored both on land and on water, with 11 of those crews rowing on the lake. The championships run from September 23rd to October 1st and will feature athletes from 70 countries.
Several manatees are back in the Gulf this morning after dozens of rescuers and beachgoers worked together to help get them back in the water when they became stranded out on the sand. The Clearwater Fire and Rescue Department responding to quite an unusual call. Take a look at this video. They say they believe the reason behind the beaching may have been due to high winds and waves in the area. Now, if you see a stranded manatee, dolphin, whale, or sea turtle here on the Suncoast, do not push the animal back into the water. First, contact Moat Marine Laboratory at their stranding hotline at the number on your screen. That way they can assess the animal and make sure it isn't sick or injured.
It'd be hard to push those back in, wouldn't it?
No. There's a ton of animal there.
Yeah, really.
Literally. So yeah, and I guess there's also, of course, a danger with that. Them maybe roll, if they are sick or injured, they might roll over on you and trap you.
That's true too.
Yeah, it's good to call Moat.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
They certainly do.
exactly what she said. We have today less rain chance. We'll talk about that in just a sec.
Also still to come, what is next for Northport's first ever golf course?
We'll have the latest on what the new owner plans to do with the course when we come back.
Hurricane season is here, and so is the official Suncoast Hurricane Guide from ABC 7. This essential resource arms you with vital information you need to protect your family and property when severe weather threatens the Suncoast, including how to create your readiness plan and survival kit, shelter locations, what to do with pets, and important phone numbers. Visit mysuncoast.com and download the official Suncoast Hurricane Guide from ABC 7. Brought to you by Batteries Plus, the Florida Lottery, and Sarasota Glass and Mirror.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Being the caregiver for someone you love is truly a blessing. But sometimes you can lose a part of yourself. To be your best, for them and for you, it's important to have time to be able to recharge your batteries. When you call Tidewell Hospice, they can give you a chance to do just that. And with the peace of mind of knowing your loved one is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
Looking for carpet? Look no further. Minnesota Flooring has Smart Strand carpet as low as $1.79 per square foot. Installed, no add-ons or extras. Unbelievable? Minnesota Flooring can have in-stock carpet installed in your home in 48 hours for as low as $1.99 per square foot. Don't miss these prices. Visit Minnesota Flooring today.
Attention blood thinner users. Thousands of blood thinner users may have been exposed to serious risk by these dangerous medications. If your loved one took Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered serious internal bleeding, call right now. Call Nightline Legal to speak with an experienced attorney for a free consultation. If we don't win, there is no fee. There are time deadlines to file a claim, so don't wait. Call right now.
Call 1-800-554-3987. Again, that's 1-800-554-3987.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC 7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
Well, nothing terribly unusual about the current conditions outside. 72-degree dew point, the air temperature's at 75, except that we're beginning to see drier air move in and our dew point starting to lower. We have an east-southeast wind coming in at about 6. That east-southeast wind will continue through the morning and then switch a little bit more to the west in the afternoon with a sea breeze. 74 Wauchula, 75 Arcadia, Mayaca at 75, Parrish, Bradenton at 75, Lakewood Ranch at 76. Along the coastline a little bit warmer with 78s in Venice, Inglewood, and 80 degrees at Longboat Key. We have some drier air back to the west, or back to the east rather, moving to the west, moving toward us. There's a big ridge of high pressure that extends really from Bermuda down through the Bahamas and then across the state of Florida, kind of building in. That's in the southern tip of the state, and that's that kind of tan color that you see down here near the Bahamas. That's dry air. Now, to the north of that, we have a trough of low pressure that still exists, and it's a focal point for moisture converging, and showers and thunderstorms are in progress there. A trough of low pressure will slowly lift out, and as it does so, the rain chances for the Big Bend, the Panhandle, the northern Gulf Coast back to the Louisiana Delta will start to reduce just a little bit. It will also allow for a big ridge of high pressure to continue building across the southern tip and central part of the state of Florida and reduce rain chances really down to almost nothing tomorrow. I mean, the negligible rain chances tomorrow. Most of us will stay dry. We have a good chance, though, of seeing again some fairly heavy rainfall along the northern half of our state, perhaps as much as, well, they could get another 2-inch rainfall in some places to the north of us. So if you're traveling today, setting out on the roads, heading to the north, just expect that once you get to about Dunedin or so, and Clearwater, and start heading north, you're going to encounter on and off rain showers all day long, some of it fairly heavy. In our neck of the woods, there's a slight chance at a shower or two from Gulf waters working their way on shore this morning. Light rainfall, nothing heavy, certainly no strong storms around. Mix of sun and clouds starts our day, a pretty sharp division between the cloud cover that we had yesterday and that drier air that's kind of filtered in just a little bit as high pressure expands across the southern tip. We'll continue to watch that chance of rainfall diminish as the trough of low pressure located to our north begins to lift out. Now, there will be some showers around in North Florida, and as I mentioned, around the Tallahassee area, some fairly heavy rain falling there later in the day. I think Jacksonville Airport, Tallahassee Airport will probably see some significant airport delays a little bit later on this afternoon. But the deep south airport hubs should be just fine. Our neck of the woods, excuse me, we'll see the drier air moving in, the lower rain chances starting today, but really kind of locking in by tomorrow. And then a changing weather pattern. The changing weather pattern will come with actually the direction of wind flow. Now, normally during the summer, we have a big ridge, the Bermuda High, sitting out in the Atlantic, directing our winds out of the southeast. That southeast wind collides with our sea breeze in the afternoon, and then the air rises and you get showers. We haven't seen a lot of that lately. Mostly we've seen a southwesterly wind flow, which takes showers from Gulf waters and slings them back against our coast, starting in the morning, continuing through the afternoon. Well, that's going to change a little bit with time here. And today, we still get that same pattern of showers coming in from Gulf waters and then moving inland. But then we're starting to see in the extended period a more southeasterly wind flow develop where our showers build along the sea breeze front inland and then drift back to the coast. That'll happen over the weekend starting on Saturday, I think. Now, as far as the tropics go, we're watching one area of disturbed weather way off the coast of Africa. About a 50% chance of development there. That is a long way away. Plenty of time to watch that one. Over the course of the next several days, we'll look for little rain tomorrow and then typical rain chances Saturday and Sunday. Back to you.
All right, thank you, John. If you're heading out through Manatee County this morning, 301 heading northbound is seeing some congestion, as well as State Road 70 in the east and west lanes. As we head into Sarasota County, looks like there's an unusual buildup around Siesta Key this morning at 618. Other than that, the northbound lanes of 41 heading up towards Fruitville Road, seeing some congestion, as well as Bee Ridge heading towards the interstate. Looks like further south, it's pretty quiet, just your normal slowdown 619 on your Thursday morning. Northport's Sable Trace Golf Course now has a new owner.
Yeah, the course closed 2 years ago after some golfers paid $2,000 in advance to play for the year. That caused some controversy. But now the land has a new owner who plans to build homes there. More on the course's rich history from our Christopher Brantley.
When we first met Jim Glass, he was arriving at the Sable Trace Golf Course to find this note on the door.
This was on the door, and contrary to what he had been telling us, it's closed.
That he, Mr. Glass, was referring to was a member of the Charlotte Golf Partners, the owners of the property at the time of its closing. The Golf Partners posted this statement on the door and their website saying, quote, "We have not been able to negotiate an extension with our current lender and have simply run out of time," unquote. A year later, it seemed like all might be solved.
He had presented to us a concept of a 9-hole golf course and with homes developed on it.
A developer presented an idea to the local homeowners associations, restoring some of the courses while building new homes around it. But a few months later,
unfortunately, he wasn't able to secure the loan from the bank.
the problems continued from there, and as time passed, the grass took over the drainage fields, causing nearby neighborhoods to flood.
If this is not cleaned out, we're going to have tremendous water problems through the whole area.
Christopher Brantley, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
The new owner spent $2.7 million to buy that land.
Wow.
Fewer people are golfing these days, right? Your generation does not golf.
Yeah, I mean, some people do, but I think younger generations are kind of losing interest in golf. So
Yeah.
we'll have to see. Attention
span, right? It takes a long time to golf. Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast, Kanye West suing an insurance company for nearly $10 million.
We'll tell you what West is claiming in court when we come back.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Are you currently on Medicare? In other words, do you carry the red, white, and blue Medicare card? If so, are you suffering from chronic back pain? If you answered yes, you may be eligible for a pain-relieving back brace covered by Medicare at little to no cost, shipped directly to your home for free. These medical-grade back braces are ideal for lower back pain, arthritis, spinal disorders, and other chronic back problems. Will you qualify for a medical-grade back brace?
Call Back Brace America at 1-800-683-9262.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big or even an unlimited plan? Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $10 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand, with no surprises, and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular has received J.D. Power Awards for highest customer service. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. And now, for a limited time, get a $20 credit on any new line of service. Call 1-800-468-1930. Go to consumercellular.com or visit a Target store today.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Pretty sky.
Nice shot this morning. If you're just waking up with us at 6:24, beautiful outside.
John says some drying conditions coming this way, so not as much rain as we saw. Yesterday I was being chased by a storm. I was driving south on 41 and there was a storm behind me. Don't turn red. I would keep on going.
It was coming after you, huh?
There's our social addresses in case you want to write to us on Facebook.
Yeah, if you have any pictures or video that you'd like to see here on Good Morning Suncoast, we'd love to share that with ourselves and also some of our other viewers, so feel free to send them our way. And you can also keep up to date with local news and weather as well.
That's right. Welcome back. 6:24 on your Thursday morning.
Rapper Kanye West is now part of a Blockbuster lawsuit after 21 of his shows were canceled.
He's demanding his insurance company pay him $10 million for those missed shows. ABC's Lindsay Davis has the story.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Kanye West is slapping an insurance company with a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. The suit, filed by the touring company for West, Very Good Touring, claims insurance company Lloyd's of London failed to pay them nearly $10 million after the rapper's St. Pablo tour was canceled last year. Last November, West literally dropped the mic, abruptly ending this show and canceled more than 20 scheduled performances. 2 days after officially canceling the tour, West was hospitalized for 8 days in a neuropsychiatric hospital. In court documents, Very Good Touring says West's hospitalization was included in the accidental bodily injury or illness insurance it obtained for his tour. But the insurance company has yet to pay the claim. And coming up at 7 a.m., Dan Abrams weighs in on the case. With your GMA First Look, I'm Lindsay Davis, ABC News, New York.
We recently had a heart attack.
But we are not victims. We are survivors.
We are survivors.
We are survivors.
And now we take Brilinta.
For people who've been hospitalized for a heart attack, we take Brilinta with a baby aspirin.
No more than 100 milligrams, as it affects how well Brilinta works.
Brilinta helps keep platelets from sticking together and forming a clot. In a clinical study, Brilinta worked better than Plavix.
Brilinta reduced the chance of another heart attack or dying from one.
Don't stop taking Brilinta without talking to your doctor, since stopping it too soon increases your risk of clots in your stent, heart attack, stroke, and even death. Brilinta may cause bruising or bleeding more easily, or serious, sometimes fatal bleeding. Don't take Brilinta if you have bleeding, like stomach ulcers, a history of bleeding in the brain, or severe liver problems. Slow heart rhythm has been reported. Tell your doctor about bleeding, new or unexpected shortness of breath, any planned surgery, and all medicines you take.
If you recently had a heart attack, ask your doctor about Brilinta.
My heart is worth Brilinta. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, AND services.com.
This is an important announcement. If you're between 50 and 85 and worried about your loved ones, you can still get affordable life insurance for peace of mind.
My life insurance coverage is guaranteed, and I was not required to get a medical exam.
I had high blood pressure and diabetes, and I got my coverage with one telephone call. No exam necessary.
I'm a smoker, and I wanted to take care of my family. I called to get my life insurance and my affairs in order. I wanted to do the right thing.
Call Final Expense No Exam Insurance. Your rates are guaranteed and will never increase.
I called and learned that this insurance cannot be canceled even if you get sick or gain weight.
And there are no restrictions on how my beneficiaries use the money when I'm gone.
Approval was easy and the price was right. I wanted to do this for my children.
Call 800-738-9812. 800-738-9812.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, AND services.com.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, Contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Coming up on Good Morning Suncoast, taxes on small businesses has Suncoast Congressman Vern Buchanan pushing for change.
Plus a police chase through the streets of Sarasota. We'll talk to a witness who saw it end.
And fishermen are gearing up for a major tournament on the Sarasota Bayfront. We'll have details on where you can catch a glimpse of all the action right now on Good Morning Suncoast.
Live from the ABC 7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
And good morning. Pretty shot there of the Ringling Causeway as you awaken on this Thursday morning.
Beautiful shot. And I was talking to somebody just the other day about, you know, you might have a bad day at work, but anytime you go over that bridge or that causeway or anywhere really here on the Suncoast, you have a much better day and all that's wrong in the world is gone.
It's so true. As you come across the hump in either direction, it reveals these beautiful vistas. Whether you're looking at Longboat Key or downtown Sarasota, all good. Lucky to be here. Good morning, John Scalzi.
Good morning to you guys. I'm feeling better already just hearing you talk about the bridge. Making my day. We have some showers on the radar this morning, mostly to the north of us, and a few scattered showers out in Gulf waters. We have a slight chance of seeing some of those showers on shore during the morning, about a 10% chance of that, but a much better chance during the afternoon. But still, much less rainfall around today than there was yesterday. And tomorrow, even less. We're kind of in a drying pattern that'll last about 48 hours. And then we'll change the forecast up a little bit for the weekend. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Daytime high today about 90.
All right, thank you, John. 14th Street West in the northbound direction. Build up right there from State Road 70 in the northern area. Nothing much to speak of right now in Manatee County. Looking at Sarasota, you'll see Bee Ridge Road. It'll slow down as you start to head east from 41. Also, very strange Siesta Key. If you live out there, let us know what you see while there's some blockage in both directions this morning on Siesta Key. And then South County map, not much to speak of at 6:32 on your Thursday morning.
Topping our news this morning, taxes affect all Americans, especially small business owners. And now Congressman and Sarasota business owner Vern Buchanan is pushing for tax reform.
As for who would benefit, here's our Rick Adams.
Taxes are on the minds of a lot of folks, especially small business owners. Congressman Vern Buchanan tells us he's pushing a bill that can make a big difference. It's tax reform where small business owners and corporations could have their tax rate reduced to 20%. Right now, small businesses have a tax rate of around 40%, while corporations are at 35%.
The goal is simplified for them and have them keep more of what they earn so they can create more good paying jobs. That's, to me, the key thing.
One person who's happy to hear about the congressman's plans to cut taxes is Anna Molinari. She owns a bunch of small businesses in the area, including this high-end salon boutique in downtown Sarasota.
He needs to totally help us because we need everybody's help right now to stay in business.
Molinari says between high rents in the downtown area and more people doing their shopping on the internet, it's a struggle just to stay in business.
We have to stay open late, come early, keep the place going, buy new merchandise so people don't get bored, and maintain your employees. That's the hardest part.
Buchanan says this tax reform would allow people to fill out their taxes using a postcard where they could save hundreds of dollars when having their taxes done. Also, he currently has a bill that would allow startup businesses to be able to write off $20,000 instead of the current amount of $5,000.
At the end of the day, we've got more businesses closing than opening around the country, and we've got that. We need to change that pattern. We need to encourage entrepreneurship and startups and do everything we can to help them be successful.
In addition to this tax reform, Buchanan tells us he and his colleagues will be working hard on making health care more affordable. Congress will be back in session in September. Reporting from downtown Sarasota, I'm Rick Adams, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
After a tornado touchdown during Tropical Storm Emily, storm damage estimates in Manatee County are now reaching $100,000. Manatee County is still surveying the damage, but preliminary numbers show that there are over $98,000 worth of repairs needed. At Orban's nursery, Marty Orban has been finding new property damage every day since the storm. Orban estimates repairs costing well over $100,000 on his property alone. His biggest concern right now is the plastic that was ripped off of his greenhouses because he says poinsettia season is right around the corner. Without insurance, all repairs will have to come out of his pockets.
I mean, we kind of need everything.
So plastic will be kind of the first thing, and then the barn will, hopefully we'll have the barn done well before poinsettia season.
Unfortunately, the damage was not extensive enough to call for any state or federal funding. And Tropical Storm Emily also causing some damage to a Manatee County park. The DeSoto National Memorial is closed due to falling debris, tree limbs, and tidal surge. The storm spawned a tornado in northwest Bradenton, where the memorial is located.
Very hard by Tropical Storm Emily. We had upwards of 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts that went through the park, and possibly even a mini cyclone. That blew down lots of different types of debris, branches, and even fell several trees in and around our headquarters and visitor center area, and as well as our park trails.
Rangers say there's also some flooding at the park. Crews from Canaveral National Seashore will be at the park today to help remove that debris. It will remain closed until further notice.
It is 6:35. An update now on a fatal crash on I-75 in Northport about 10 days ago. The victim's name was 54-year-old Brian Nagil. FHP says he was driving northbound when his car went off the interstate into the grass and struck a guardrail before going into the southbound lanes. Nobody else was injured. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The investigation is still ongoing this morning. And a traffic stop turned into a police chase that ended then with an arrest in Sarasota. The county sheriff's office looking to arrest this man, 61-year-old Issa Elyan, on aggravated battery and stalking charges. Deputies say they attempted to stop him in a business parking lot while he was picking up a passenger, but he sped off. Deputies chased Elyan along Weber Street in Sarasota. He eventually stopped in a neighborhood on Tuxford Drive. A witness says the suspect was a bit shaken up.
When I peeked out through the drapes, I saw about a dozen police cars with all their lights flashing straight down my street. When I analyzed the situation, it looked like that car could have come right through my bedroom and hit me.
Fortunately, it didn't. Elyan is also charged now with fleeing and eluding officers.
Sarasota police need your help to catch a car burglar. Surveillance video shows the person going into an unlocked car along Siddell Street and stealing money from a purse. Anyone with information about it or the person in that video on your screen is asked to call Sarasota police. They are, again, reminding people to keep their vehicles locked.
A big boost for the Players Center for Performing Arts. The Lakewood Ranch Community Fund announced a $10,000 inaugural gift to be given to the center's new Theater in the Field program. The first production is The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, which premieres in October on the grounds of the Sarasota Polo Club. It's a change. The Players plan to move to Lakewood Ranch in 3 to 5 years from their current location on US 41 in Sarasota.
A Suncoast group is looking to make our area more appealing to college students. The consortium of colleges on the Creative Coast is changing its branding. It'll now be known as Cross College Alliance. The group is a collaboration of the Sarasota Manatee region's colleges and universities that meet to explore ways their institutions can partner up and share resources. The name change comes as the alliance works to make the Suncoast more college-friendly for students.
We like to see ourselves as the campus of the Cross College Alliance. And so we do a number of programs that are directly targeted at the college-age community here because we want them to feel a sense of community, and we want them to stay.
Cross College Alliance started 2 years ago and now includes 6 colleges in Sarasota and Manatee counties, as well as St. Petersburg.
Well, this is the weekend of fun local fishing tournament in Sarasota. The Sarasota Slam will start registration tomorrow for this year's competition. Teams will compete throughout the day on Saturday before bringing their catch to weigh-in at Marina Jack later in the afternoon. Teams can register at $500 per boat, and the winner in each division will receive a payout based on the number of teams competing.
You know what's always fun is to go out there when they bring the boats in and to see all the fish that they were able to catch and how big they are and see how much they weigh.
Yeah.
It's always fun to do.
Good energy out there. They enjoy that, it seems.
Indeed, indeed. I know my son is a big fisherman.
Yeah.
Is he? Absolutely. One of them absolutely loves it. The other one is not so much. He's, you know, hooking the fish and all of that kind of...
You have to have patience.
Yeah, you have to have patience. We have showers and thunderstorms across the region in the forecast down the road. Not so much over the next 48 hours, though. We'll talk about that in a sec.
Also, still ahead, rare Elvis memorabilia heading to the auction house.
We'll have details on some of the artifacts for sale and their projected value after the break.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-628-1251. 800-628-1251.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I'm creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah, yeah.
No theater lover's bucket list is complete without the classic black comedy Arsenic and Old Lace. Two adorable old ladies who just happen to poison their tenants and bury them in their basement. Fun and farcical, this hilarious play is heating up the summer at the Players Center from August 9th through the 20th. Call 365-2494 or visit us at theplayers.org. You'll die laughing when you see Arsenic and Old Lace.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
Well, as you head out the door this morning, you'll notice a air temperature coming in at about 75 and a dew point slightly lower this morning, coming in at about 72. We have an east-southeast wind that's light at about 6, and we'll watch that southeast wind switch to the southwest in the afternoon with the sea breeze, and showers be in mostly inland areas. 74 degrees, Wauchula, Arcadia, Myakka, Parrish. Bradenton comes in at 75, so is Lakewood Ranch and Punta Gorda. 76 degrees in Northport, 77 in Venice, 78 in Inglewood, and Longboat Key has 79 degrees. Across the region, we have a few scattered showers out in Gulf waters. We have a lot of moisture to the north of us along a trough of low pressure. And we have some slightly drier air that has worked in from the Atlantic, kind of trying to make its way into our area as high pressure from the Atlantic expands across the region. The rain showers are still located kind of coincident with the trough that's located across north central Florida and kind of meanders back up toward northern Gulf waters. There is the potential for some very heavy rainfall from the Louisiana Delta region all the way through the Panhandle into the Big Bend today as this trough continues to lift off to the north and to the east, and this area of disturbed weather that we see now becomes even more intense as we head into the afternoon. Well, for us, we have some drier air that's kind of slipped in and has reduced our rain chances somewhat this morning and into the afternoon. We'll have, yesterday we had about a 60% chance of rainfall. Today we'll probably have about a 20 or 30% chance of rainfall. One lone shower in progress now just across the Skyway Bridge. So if you're traveling up in that direction, heading to the Skyway Bridge within the next half hour or so, you'll probably see a little bit of light rainfall or drizzle as it makes its way across and into Tampa Bay. Otherwise, we'll look for a mix of sun and clouds across the region with only a slight chance of a shower during the morning and a little bit better chance during the afternoon, but mostly in inland areas as the sea breeze forms. We have enough clearer skies across the region that we'll see the sun boost our temperature pretty rapidly into the 80s, and we'll top it out today probably a few degrees warmer than we did yesterday. Yesterday we clouded up pretty significantly during the later afternoon hours during maximum heating. I think today we'll have a lot more sunshine around. There's that trough of low pressure lifting out. See storms become more intense as we progress through the afternoon. And for us, high pressure builds in from the Atlantic and provides us with a less rainy day today, but tomorrow will be virtually rain-free, I think. Drier air starts to move in, lower rain chances today, and then a changing weather pattern for the weekend. By changing, I mean we'll get a wind reversal. Instead of the southwest wind, which has been providing us with kind of unusual weather, especially for how long this period of unusual weather has lasted. We've been watching showers come at us during the morning from the Gulf waters and then move into inland areas. Now we're going to see with a southeasterly wind flow, those showers build in inland areas and drift back toward the coast in the afternoon. That's pretty typical of what we'd expect to see at this time of year, and that shift will occur on Saturday and probably linger through most of next week. Back to you.
All right, thank you, John. If you're heading out throughout Manatee County this morning, looks like there's some congestion heading on 41 towards Cortez Road, also 64 heading towards downtown Bradenton. And of course, as our morning commute gets underway, looks like those bridges heading north and southbound are seeing some increase in traffic. I-75 looking clear, though, as we head into Sarasota County. Looks pretty quiet throughout that area. Again, that congestion on Siesta Keys still having some issues out there. Not exactly sure why, so if you are out there and can tell us, let us know. But in South County, looks pretty quiet throughout that area. Not a whole lot going on. 6:46 on your Thursday morning. In this hour's Health Smart, Americans are reportedly feeling more joy this year than last, but the majority are still unhappy.
Yeah, the new Harris poll found only 1 in 3 Americans say they're happy. Interesting. So who is the happiest? Two very different groups, men and women in high-income households and those with a high school diploma or less. Also in that survey, 71% of Americans said their spiritual beliefs were indeed a positive guiding force.
Well, if you're not overweight or obese, could you be overfat? Overfat is a term used to describe a body fat level that can actually hurt your health. It could apply to you even if your body mass index falls in the normal range. A new study suggests BMI misses about 50% of the people who still have dangerous amounts of fat. The hallmark of being overfat is having an excess of fat in dangerous places, specifically your belly. Abdominal fat wraps around your vital organs, which means cholesterol can sneak into your arteries. It can also raise your blood sugar and inflammation levels. Interesting fact there. Didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, in entertainment news this morning, police have arrested rap pioneer Nathaniel Glover Jr., better known as Kid Creole, for a deadly stabbing in New York.
Yeah, he's accused of a stabbing earlier this week. There he comes. NYPD says surveillance video identified Glover at the scene. They say he and the victim argued, and Glover allegedly pulled out a weapon and stabbed the man. Glover was in the 80s group Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, one of the most influential hip-hop groups of all time. Glover was taken into custody in the Bronx and charged with second-degree murder.
And the childhood home of Aretha Franklin has been given a historical marker. The mayor of Memphis unveiled a plaque on Wednesday. The Queen of Soul's small childhood home that Franklin was born in the house in 1942. The decaying home has been vacant for years, but that did not stop the community from trying to preserve it. As they should, the house had previously been ordered to be demolished, but that order was put on hold last year after volunteers stabilized the crumbling structure.
More than 300 items from Elvis Presley up for auction. They include a red corduroy suit, which is said to be worth $60,000 to $70,000, a guitar ring he wore between $20,000 and $30,000, a ram's head necklace, $100,000 to $150,000. Also, a stage-worn jumpsuit likely to go as much as $250,000. The auction will take place Saturday, at Graceland. I wouldn't mind that red corduroy suit.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Thinking, yes. 10 to 7 right now. Still ahead, we'll have your day's top local news headlines, and NASA is offering a unique job opportunity, one that sounds pretty out of this world.
We'll have more on how you can help save the planet after this.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
If you're thinking about replacing your windows, what matters most to you? We found what matters is high performance. Our customers want energy-efficient windows built for Florida weather. Windows that can stand everything from scorching sun to hurricanes. Our customers want windows that reflect their life, their lifestyle. Windows that will last a lifetime. We listen to our customers, and as a result, we're growing. So if you're looking to replace your windows, stop here at New South Window.
Buy more, save more. Volume discounts on 4 or more windows.
Call to see if you qualify to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan right now. At Humana, we believe great things are ahead of you when you start with healthy. And part of staying healthy means choosing the right Medicare plan. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits when you're sick, but keep in mind you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and coinsurance, but you may pay higher premiums than you do with other plans. And prescription drug coverage isn't included. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable monthly plan premium, and in some areas, no plan premium. It's all described in this free book and DVD. Call for yours and discover how an all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from Humana could save you money. Call 1-800-558-8779.
When my youngest, Addie, was 2.5, she was diagnosed with leukemia. When we first heard that diagnosis, you feel extremely alone. Walking in that Light the Night light with 6,000 people carrying lights, white for survivors, red for supporters, gold in memory of those who have passed. It's the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's hope that every year there are fewer gold lanterns. Your lantern will make a difference.
Start a team, join a team.
Help us light the night.
Looking for something fun to do on a Friday night? Then come to Music on Main, the first Friday of every month at Lakewood Ranch. Enjoy free live music, dancing, great food, and lots of fun for every family member, even the furry ones. Meet up with friends, enjoy activities for the kids, or make it a special date night. And be sure to stop by the ABC 7 booth and say hello. Mark your calendars for Music on Main, first Friday of the month, 6 to 9 at Lakewood Ranch. Brought to you by ABC 7 and these sponsors.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Another pretty sunrise, just in progress here on the Suncoast.
Beautiful shot this morning. Nice to get out there and take a look at that if people are out and about enjoying that sunrise.
Drier air moving in, and John says lower chance of rain. Details his forecast in just a few seconds.
All right, 6:53 this morning. Let's take a look at some of the top stories on the Suncoast today.
The first golf course ever built in Northport is being turned into single-family homes. Developer Sam Rogers bid nearly $3 million for the former Sable Trace Golf and Country Club. The course had been closed and was in foreclosure.
Plus, a traffic stop turned into a police chase that ended with an arrest in Sarasota. Deputies say 61-year-old Issa Alyan sped off after picking up a woman who was waiting for him. He's been charged on aggravated battery and stalking charges.
The Lakewood Ranch Community Fund gave their inaugural gift of $10,000 to the Players Theater to perform outside the theater. Their first one will be in October on the Polo Grounds field. The Players will move from Sarasota to Lakewood Ranch in the next 3 to 5 years.
Taking a look at traffic, your usual slowdowns on 301 and State Road 70. There is some unusual congestion on 41 heading northbound as well as southbound, but I-75 a good alternative if you're heading throughout that area. Looks like some slowdowns throughout 41 in Sarasota County. Also, Fruitville, Bee Ridge, and Clark Road picking up on your morning commute. South County looking pretty quiet, just some normal slowdowns throughout that area. John?
Well, we have a chance at a scattered shower during the morning hours, but only about a 10% chance. There's one light patch of rain over the northern part of the Skyway Bridge. Otherwise, about a 20% chance a little later in the day. That's not that much for this time of year. Tomorrow, even less chance of rain. As we head into the weekend, we'll start to develop a more typical rain chance for this time of year, about a 40 to 50% chance.
Got a job for you here, John.
What's that?
Your chance to defend the Earth.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm in.
NASA has the job just for you. They posted an ad for a planetary protection officer, six-figure salary. You may be thinking of something out of Independence Day or Men in Black, but the gig is mostly to make sure space missions don't contaminate other planets and moons. That's all. The position was originally created as part of the Outer Space Treaty of 1967. I would think that would pay more than six figures.
I know. I'm just picturing John in like a full-on Men in Black tux,
yes,
defending the Earth.
I have a feeling it's more like sitting behind a desk with a calculator doing a lot of math.
Protractor.
Yeah. As I understand it, that's only one of 2 of those types of positions worldwide.
Wow.
So the yearly conference would be very small.
Yes.
That's an impressive business card at cocktail parties.
Right.
Yeah, wouldn't it though?
Pass that one around.
Vendor of the world.
All right, folks, drier air in the forecast, and we'll have more news at 7:25.
Stick around. Good Morning America is coming up next.